Hey, you guys, welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit that like button. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV. I've been meaning to talk about this since I heard about it, but for those of you who know, who have been following me for a little minute now, life has definitely been lifing. And so I just haven't had the energy to put into it, but I definitely wanted to share my thoughts on it. So I'm just getting a chance to talk about this now. Let me tell you something. Martell Holt, he is so disturbed and destructive. He does not deserve to be on television. I've talked about this before, but to see someone else who is in authority come out to share how dangerous he is, it's refreshing, but it also just is a confirmation and shining light on how Carlos King, in my personal opinion, gives this man a pass that he does not deserve because he's trying to be a man's man, even though he's a queen in my personal opinion, trying to be a man's man and trying to look out for this clown because I don't know if he feels he has some duty to do so because he feels sorry for him and he is a man and well he's a male, he's not a man, but he is a male, he has a schlong and two cherries hanging like Carlos does that it's like the bro code or something. I don't know, but he does not deserve to be on television. I'm going to go ahead and just share the story. Um, this is from Urban Bell magazine. I'm not going to share the screen, but I'm just going to read it and share my thoughts real quick. So, says Martell Holt violates the no contact order and must not have any contact with ex-wife Melody Rogers. Martell Holt is back in legal hot water as his harassing communications appeal hearing approaches. This past Friday, an Alabama judge heard a motion from the Huntsville, Alabama DA to revoke his bond order. In documents obtained by Urban Bell, the judge issued a no contact order regarding Martell's contact with Melody. Martell could only contact Melody regarding their ongoing custody battle. Despite this ruling, the Huntsville, Alabama DA detailed in the motion that Martell or Martell's associates, wonder who that is, quote, continuously contacted Melody about matters outside of their divorce agreement. End quote. The DA even includes an instance where Martell demanded to know why Melody met with the DA in her office. The victim met with the undersigned on this date to discuss our upcoming trial. After the victim left my office, defendant contacted her demanding to know why she was here. The victim feels threatened and in fear for her safety now that she is possibly being watched by defendant or someone close to the defendant. Hold up, wait a minute, or in Damon Dash's words, pause. Why does he know that she was there? So again, going back to the allegations that he was making against her in that motion that was filed, that was struck, by the way, he was trying to allude to the fact that she was messing around with the security guard and kissing the security guard and all this other stuff in their home, in her home, I should say, not there, God forbid, in her home, and the children were seeing this. How would he know that? If that were true, which I don't believe that, but I'm just saying, if that was happening in her home, how would he know that? Why would he know that? Because I don't believe that it happened, and I don't believe that the children came and told him those things. So let's continue. As a result, the DA sought to amend Martell's bond agreement to have no contact with Melody whatsoever. A judge agreed with this statement and issued this order. The new order issued by the judge will supersede the ongoing custody case. Martell cannot contact Melody directly or indirectly whatsoever. Recently, the judge presiding over Martell and Melody's custody struck multiple elements of an order Martell filed which it was not upheld, so it was struck, seeking to hold Melody under contempt of court. This included allegations that Melody was having inappropriate contact with her security guard in her home while the children were present. After this was struck from the court, these allegations were mentioned on various social media outlets. Now, I know they're talking about Tasha K. Now, I really wish that Tasha was going to come out and dispute what Martell shared with her in the beginning, because that was struck when he sent that information to her. Yeah, he did that. He sent that information to her and was trying to present it in a way as the court was issuing that. But no, what that actually was a drawn out order that his attorney filed, hoping that the courts would approve it and put the stamp of approval on it, but it was struck. So it wasn't true. It was bullcrap. It was BS. And so now that this information has been put out there, it would be great if Tasha were to turn around and dispute this information and come out and say, you know what? I know Martell's a liar. I don't rock with him like that. I really don't. And I don't believe she does. But this information that was put out there initially, it wasn't true. And this is what it actually is. And I don't know if she'll do that, but I'm just saying it would be great if she did. Because I remember when she interviewed that chick who claimed that she was having an affair with Chris Bassett, who is Candace Dillard Bassett's husband. They were both on the Real Housewives of Potomac. They're no longer on there anymore, and she just had a baby recently. When she allowed that chick to come on there and do that interview, she was just going by the information that that woman was presenting, but then she later found out that it wasn't true, and she came out and disputed it. And she even mentioned that she felt like Robin and Giselle were behind it because she doesn't watch that show like that, just like she doesn't watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. But I digress. This isn't about Tasha K. This is about the fact that Martell is a malignant narcissist. He is a liar and he is dangerous. And this is one of the main reasons why I even talk about this show when I started talking about it. I don't give reviews of the show. I don't even watch the show anymore. Now, it's been a minute since I went back to watch the older episodes, like I said I was going to do, because I just have had so much stuff going on. I'm going to get back to doing that because I wanted to go over the mindset of this malignant narcissist that when I was initially watching it, I really was just kind of watching it passively, not actively. And to see this stuff, hindsight being 2020, this man has been dangerous for a very long time. So for people who really don't like Melody or who've come out to say things like, "Oh, all she does is make her divorce her storyline." No, she doesn't. Martell is the one that wants to continue to keep her in this marriage that no longer exists. He's trying to keep her in a place of being abused. I'm just going to put it like that. I do believe that she has experienced definitely verbal abuse. We know that. Psychological, emotional abuse by him. But I do believe that she has experienced physical. Now, people could say she said things like, "Oh, I beat his ass and whatever." That does not mean just because she is a strong woman that she was not abused. And and I don't understand how people don't get the fact that just because a woman has been abused and she's fighting back, it does not take away her situation, her experience, her abuse. It's like they just want to picture a woman that has been abused being a woman who's just sitting in the corner holding up her arms trying to block the blows versus a woman that's kicking back, scratching, punching, windmilling, biting, spraying whatever, tossing gasoline, whatever, lighter fluid, whatever it was. If that was really lighter fluid, it could have been water in the bottle. Who knows? I'm just saying. But just to show this person I'm not going to take this lying down. Yes, you are abusing me, but I'm not going to sit here and just take it. I'm going to fight back. Now, in the eyes of the law, that's a different story. I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, there are situations where some men are abused, but let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Just like a man who transitions to become a woman, they're not really a woman, they're a trans woman. They could never really, nothing on the inside of them will change them being biologically, genetically born a man. So a woman who has been kicked, abused, or all these other things by a man, and that woman is fighting back, it does not take away the fact that she is an abused woman. It does not make her an abuser, period. So, and that may not even be a very good analogy or a comparison, but I'm just trying to get people to get the point. Martell has never been an abused man. So don't try to use those words that she used when she was trying to take her power back at some point in time to say that he was being abused by Melody. That's bullcrap. I would never accept that. I would never believe that ever, ever. But he is dangerous, and even the DA says that the bond should be revoked. I believe the man needs to be behind bars. For how long? I don't know. But he was convicted and he is appealing the sentence. And the sentence was light. It was a suspended time served, to be honest with you, when he should have gotten time behind bars. He really deserves, he should have been behind bars for attempting to or helping someone allegedly steal an ATM machine. And he got off on that. Melody, she's not perfect. I'm not here to sing her praises or to say that she is this perfect human being because she's not. None of us are. If anything, she's guilty of being with a bum, a N word, and trying to spruce him up, dust him off, shape him up, shave the receiving hairline, dress him up in these clothing, allowing him to go work out, try to make him feel good about himself, and trying to make this into some power couple relationship when she was the one that was carrying this nigga on her back all the time. I'm just being honest. And excuse me for saying the word, but I just have to say it. So he is dangerous. And the DA has ordered him to have no contact whatsoever, indirectly or indirectly. I don't care if it's about the kids, because quite frankly, he was using the children all along to get to her in the first place. We already believe, for those who have sense and know, anytime he was contacting her, he was using the children, but it wasn't really about the children. It was a means of control to let her know that you ain't never going to be able to get rid of me. Like the Ike and Tina situation. You remember the movie, What's Love Got to Do with It? And Ike, he's tapping his head with his finger. I'm in here. I'm in here. Like that's what he's trying to do. And she's moved on. She's become more stronger, more powerful, and she's not allowing him to bring her down. And he's upset about the success that she is receiving, and he's not able to benefit from it. So I'm happy to hear that this happened. More consequences need to come his way, and we'll see what happens. We'll just keep watching, praying, and believing that he's going to receive the outcome that he deserves. So this is Black Friday. So speaking about this person that has this black soul and this black spirit on this Black Friday, I'm happy to hear that this came down because the nerve of him, like who are his associates that are watching him? It's just disgusting. And anybody that would be in cahoots with him to check on Melody to see what's going on or whatever, who knows what type of access, I'll just put it like that, he has in order to try to gain a view of her wherever she is, even when she's in private places. It's just crazy. He is crazy. So, guys, I just wanted to talk about that, and I really would love to know what you think about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So, until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.